Well, what's going on, Blues Nation? Man, another rough game tonight. I mean, we didn't play all that bad in this one. We just come up short again. 3-2 to the Philadelphia Flyers, and once again, losing in overtime for a second straight game. This is now the sixth loss we have had in overtime or shootout this season. That is now the most in the NHL, and we're, not even to December, we already have six losses in overtime. So, and yeah, we have now as many wins as we do overtime losses. So just disappointing, and yeah, and just don't know what it is not hanging on to these leads. We played well the first period, but just couldn't hang on. And we really have struggled in second periods this season. That's been something we really have struggled with this season, and we struggled with it again in this one. And yeah, had lots of chances. So the Flyers, they sweep the season series against us. Of course, they beat us in St. Louis last Friday night, in which the Blues not once but twice had a 2-goal lead. So St. Louis would take a 1-0 lead. 5:31 mark of the first period. Goal scored by Justin Falk. Of course, had a milestone game. His previous game against the Maple Leafs, reaching 1,000 career games. And yeah, scoring his fifth goal this season. The assist by Nathan Walker and Oscar Sundqvist. So Falk off to a very solid start this season. And he would have a second goal of the game, a power play goal. So that would give us a 2-0 lead. Falk, who had 4 goals all of last year in 78 games, and the year before that had only 2 goals. So he has as many goals so far this season in the previous 2 seasons combined. So pretty amazing there. And yeah, so that would give us a 2-0 lead, but obviously there's still a lot of game left, so I was really hoping to add to that lead. The Flyers had cut the lead to 2-1 late in the second period. The first goal of the season for Rodrigo Abols, and just his third career goal. So that would make it a 2-1 game. First goal, first point of the season for the youngster from Latvia. So that would make it a 2-1 game. So, I was really hoping we could add to our lead and try and win it. Flyers, unfortunately, would tie it up 2-2. 11:49 mark of the third. Goal scored by Tyson Forster to tie it up 2-2. So it would go to overtime again. The Flyers, they had several chances late in the third period to take the lead. So with Joel Hofer, solid game. He started in this one, 25 saves. So go to overtime for a second straight game for the Blues. So going to overtime for a second straight game for the Blues, and sixth time already this season, and trying to finally get a win in overtime or shootout. We would win the face-off, which was big, and Brain Shen had 2 shots on goal. Shen actually formerly was with the Flyers, so 2 shots on goal for Shen, but both that we saved. And Kyrou again had another good chance, but he would be stopped by Flyers goalie Dan Vladar. And Falk had a chance, but his shot was blocked, so he was going for a hat trick. And then the Flyers get the win 3-2. The game-winning goal scored by Travis Sanheim to give Philly a 3-2 win. So yeah, just 2 goals, not enough again. And yeah, but of course we do register a point, but Just really want those 2 points. So yeah, it's just a disappointing. Eight shots on goal for Brayden Shen in this one, 4 for Jordan Kyrou, and we also got a key player back in our lineup in this one. For the first time in almost a month, Jake Neighbors played, came off IR, and also in another move, forward Alexander Texier was placed on waivers. So that was somewhat surprising. Texier's been, in and out of the lineup, hasn't uh, had much of a productive season. So he's now on waivers. I don't think anyone has claimed him yet. So, and Jake Neighbors had an assist on that second goal, the power play goal by Falk. So, key player back. 14 minutes of ice time for Neighbors. So, but our next 3 games coming up against 3 very good teams, beginning Saturday with the New York Islanders on the road still. And yeah, so they're off to a solid start this season. So, just played well in this game, but just again come up short. It's just very frustrating. So till Saturday against the Islanders, we'll face them Saturday again, and then the Rangers on Monday. So till then, Comics are saying go Blues.